it's recording. So now we could share our question here. Let's see how it's work. It's gonna go. Yeah, here it go. So as you can see in our chat box, we have two different topics. We have numbers and we have history. Yes, number and history. So we begin with this topic like a general task. So let's begin with someone else here. We have Zevin, we have Kakuli, we have Danny, we have Cassandra, we have Lauren there. So thank you very much for joining our meeting. So let's begin with Zevin first because we have a rule. So we're gonna join our meeting first. We'll begin with them. Hi Zevin, and I'm so sorry for my voice today. Zevin, can you hear me?
Hello, bro.
Yeah,
Yes.
Zevin.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Zevin. Now we'll begin with you. I have few questions about numbers and history. So let's begin with number. Uh, do you often use numbers to do something?
Yes, I do. As I am a tax auditor, so all of my days involving with numbers. Moreover, I use them for my during task, my routine task. For example, whenever I want to go for shopping, I need to use numbers.
Okay, thank you. So Zevin, could you please raise your volume?
Yes, sure.
Oh, yeah, now it's much better. Okay, next question again for you. Are you good at memorizing numbers?
Mm, No, I'm not actually, especially when it comes to memorizing the phone number. I'm so weak in that part, but in other parts, yeah, I can say that I am good at because of my job. I have improved a lot in memorizing numbers.
That's great. Okay, so next question again for you. Uh, what is your favorite number?
My favorite number is 7 because most of my identity cards have this number and as well as my father. So I like this number.
So next question again for you. Would you like to have a job dealing with numbers?
To be honest, actually, I have a job that every day I'm dealing with numbers. I don't like it, but unfortunately, I have that job.
Okay. So I have another part here. We have another part here. So let's begin with history. When you were a child, did you enjoy learning history?
Yes, when I was child, it was one of my hobbies for reading and listening about historical stories, and it took me into the past time.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, we have another member here. We have Del here. Thank you very much, Del, for joining our meeting. Just give me a second. We're gonna share our question here. You can see our all the questions, and we already begin our seminar. So I hope we would move forward like very soon to you. Thank you very much, and stay tuned and stay with us. We're back to you. So Zebin, next question again for you. Have you ever been to a museum to learn about history?
Yes, I have been to museums for different times, especially when we were in a secondary school, and for different times our school took us to museums such as art galleries or historical museums, war museum.
Okay, so next question again for you. Have you ever watched movies related to history?
Yes, I have watched different kinds of movies and I enjoyed them. And the last one was Schindler List, and it was amazing. And the story happened during the Second War, and it was so a beautiful movie.
Okay, Thank you. So, last question for you: do you think history is important?
Yes, I think history is so important. History is a great teacher, and we can learn a lot about it, and we can learn a lot from it, and so we can understand that what the mistake that our ancestor did. So we try to never do the same mistakes now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Zavin, for sharing your answer with everyone. Now it's your turn. You can choose someone else with your eight questions, not more than eight, and we have to remember like not more than eight questions we would ask to any other person. So you can
Okay.
choose you, Zavin. You can select someone else, and you can begin.
Hello, Kokoli.
Hi, Zedin.
How are you, Kokoli? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I miss you. I'm so happy you are here. So, about history. When you were a child, did you enjoy learning history?
Well, actually, I didn't like to learn history from my childhood. Still now, if I saw any history book, so I just ignore that book.
Okay.
Just give
Have
me a
you
second.
ever
Just give me
been?
a second. Zavin,
Okay.
Yeah,
Zavin, I hope you never mind.
Okay,
Just
okay,
give me a
okay.
second. We
Okay,
should
okay.
clap for we should clap for a man here.
so
He
Hitesh
received
could
eight
hear.
Yes.
triple seven. Yes, he received 8,777. Hitesh is here already, and I hope. Hi,
Yes.
Hitesh. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Mm.
Okay.
Please clap.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Hitesh. I hope you did a great job, man, and thank you very much for sharing it with everyone. So you can speak with everyone. I hope.
Yes.
Congratulations, Hitesh.
Thank you. Thank you. How
Yes.
are you all? I hope all are fine.
Yes,
Yes, and I'm happy to share. Like I got my result today, and I got desired band what I wanted to get. I got overall triple eight triple seven, 8 in listening, 7.5 in speaking, and 7 reading and 7 writing.
that's great, Hitesh. You can
Yeah.
pass
That's
me,
pretty
right?
great. That's pretty great.
Thank you for all your support. Because of your support, I think I got this score.
We are so happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are feeling that
congratulations.
we got that score. You got
Yeah,
that
yeah,
score,
yeah.
but now we are feeling
Exactly.
that we got that score.
Yeah, I'm glad that you have this feeling. So I hope you will get in this next exam. You will get same.
Yes, Hitesh. To be
Thank
honest with
And
you, when I
to be
heard that,
honest, like I maybe it was my day on exam. It was my exam day, and it was good luck for me. But believe me, some of the you have great talent than me in some of the part. So I feel like you all are like you maybe you get better than me as well.
inshallah, let's see what did happen in our future, coming future. We don't have any idea, but we are so happy. We are so happy to hear that you receive your desired score today. Thank you very much. And this credit goes to you, not for everyone, I believe, because you join us daily, regular basis. You joined our meeting, and we are practicing regularly, and you did a great job. And you're a hard worker, I keep saying, man, because practice makes man perfect. So we believe this. So if we're gonna practice regularly, if we think like it, we can do it. Definitely, our dreams are not so far from us. We can do it. This is like a school. This is not like anything else. We can definitely do it. Might sometimes it will take long time, but definitely one day we can do it. And thank you very much, everyone. I hope we could practice again regularly. Okay, Shioma is here. Okay, thank you very much, Shioma, for joining us. Shioma, we have a good news. Hitesh already received his desired score, and
Oh
you should
wow.
congratulate to him.
Hi Hitesh.
Hi, hello Siyama, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How was it?
Yeah, it was good. Like I got desired on 8 triple seven. I mean,
Sorry.
eight triple, not 8777 exactly, but in speaking 7.5, listening 8, and rest double seven.
Oh, wow.
Reading and writing double seven.
Overall.
Overall, yeah, overall 7.5.
That is good. That is what you need now. That is very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because eight triple seven was in my mind, so I am also speaking eight triple seven now.
It's all right.
This is enough.
That's
Wow.
great. Yeah, that was really great. The sounds is really great.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, now we are moving forward. Like now we are come back to our section again. So let's begin with Zevin. Zevin was asking to Kakuli. So hi Zevin, you can enroll your job now.
Okay. So, um, Kakolin,
Yeah.
next question.
Thank you, guy. I will join maybe later.
Yes, of course. Hitesh, take your time, bro. Enjoy, celebrate with your family.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you, everyone. Thank you all for your support,
It's our pleasure,
Oh,
man.
you're welcome.
and good luck to all. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Take
Thank
your
you,
time.
Yatish.
Thank you.
Keep in touch on Facebook.
Inshallah.
You have. I hope you all have know my ID from group.
Yes.
Hitesh,
We'll
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 meet
keep
in
in touch.
Canada. We'll meet in Canada, okay?
Yes, yes, sure. Yeah, we'll give party there whenever we meet
Okay.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
and
This dream
take
is
each
not so
other.
far from us, bro.
We'll
See
take
you
each
there.
other from in queue.
Thank you.
And we'll
See you.
success our celebrate our success there. Thank you.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you. Take your time, bro.
Thank you all. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
So David, you can
Okay.
begin now. You can enroll your task.
Yes. Okay. Have you ever been to a museum to learn about history?
Well, yeah, yes, I have visited to museum to learn about history when I was in class 7. During that time, from my school, I went there to learn something about history.
Okay. Have you ever watched movies related to history?
Uh, yeah, yes, I watched few movies, but I couldn't remember those names because, as I mentioned, that I didn't have any interest in history. So I just watched one or two movies, maybe.
Okay. Do you think history is important? History.
Well, yeah, it's very much crucial for everyone because if citizen could know about history.
Mm-hmm.
Are you having noise problem from me, Zerin? Maybe
No,
Yes, Kakuli, we are having noise for me.
still now.
Yeah, now is
no,
much better. Could you check your microphone?
It's okay. I don't know. Now it's okay.
Now is
yes,
much
it's
better.
okay
Yeah,
now.
go on.
Okay. If
Okay.
I didn't
Mm-hmm.
finish.
Continue.
Yeah.
No, continue.
Okay. Okay. It's very much crucial to know about history because if people learn history, they could know about the culture, about what happened in the past, so they could gather those knowledge if they learn history.
Okay. About numbers, do you often use numbers to do something?
Uh, yes, every day I have to use number. So as I'm a working lady, so during my working period, uh, I have to call lots of people. So that time I use number to call other person.
Okay. Are you good at memorizing numbers?
From my childhood, I just love to memorize all the thing. So from that time, I also can easily learn numbers.
Okay. What is your favorite number?
Okay, my favorite number is one. I think most of the person want to get the number one position. So my favorite number is also one.
Okay. Are you good at numbers?
Yeah, as I mentioned before that it is easy for me to memorize number. So yes, I could say I'm good at number. Easily I could recognize any number easily. If anyone say one number one time to me, so I could memorize those things and I could say that number later.
Okay. Would you like to have a job dealing with numbers?
uh, I like to memorize number. I like to use the numbers to call other person, but I will never love to have any kind of job where I have to use number because it's too much boring for me. So I love to do those kind of work where I could enjoy. So I will never love to have any job related to numbers.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you,
for
Zereen.
answering my question.
Thank you very much, Zoe, for asking your question to Gavin. And thank you very
Uh,
much, Gavin, for sharing your
Maybe,
answer.
still there is noises coming from my side.
No, no, it's all right.
So I will
So
change my head earphone if there is any noise.
no, now this is perfect.
Okay.
So now it's your turn. You can select someone else with your 8 questions, not more than eight, please.
Okay. Hi, Lorinda.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Fine, thanks, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you about numbers.
Yes,
Do you often use numbers to do something?
yes, yeah, I'm an accountant, so I'm working with numbers every day of my life.
Okay. Are you good at memorizing numbers?
Not really. I think the only numbers I really memorize is ID numbers. That will be ID numbers of myself, ID numbers of my children and my husband, and then important telephone numbers. But no, I don't really like to memorize numbers.
What is your favorite number?
Sorry, dear, I lost you there.
What is your favorite number?
Oh, my favorite number is number 17. And the reason for this number is it's my birthday. 17 April 1986. And yeah, I like the number 17.
Okay. Would you like to have a job dealing with numbers?
Yeah, I think I like the job I have dealing with numbers. I'm not really one to deal with laws and stuff like that the whole day. So I actually like working with numbers the whole day. And in the future, I see myself as well working with numbers.
Okay, now we'll talk about history. When you were a child, do you enjoy learning history?
I did enjoy history at school. It's nice, but not one of my most favorite subjects, though.
Okay. Have you ever been to museum to learn about history?
I have been to Cradle of Mankind. In South Africa, we don't have very big museums, just those of the war. So we don't really go to the museums. So the only time I see museums is mostly on TV.
Okay. When was the last time you read a book about history?
I do read a lot. So yes, I do read history books. About probably a year ago, I do like crime and investigation books more.
Okay, last question. Do you think history is important?
I think history is important, especially if we need to teach our children where their grandfathers and grandmothers and those people come from. So I think it's important to teach history, and we mustn't forget where history come from. And especially, I mean, a lot of TV series like the Vikings and stuff, because they couldn't write. The stories that are told now, we know how they lived.
Okay, thank you, Lorinda.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, dear.
Yeah, thank you very much for asking and sharing your answer, guys. Lauren, then now it's your turn. You have to select someone else with your 8 questions. Now you're gonna play a role like an examiner.
Okay, thanks, Nidhi. I just want to find out any 8 questions, or
Yes, eight
must it be
question.
about the
Are you able
numbers
to
in the
check out
history?
our chat
Okay.
box? No, it's okay. Are you able to check our chat box?
Yes, yes, I see. Yeah. Okay. No, that's 100%. Okay. I hope I pronounced this correct. Shioma.
Okay, Shioma, go on.
Yeah. Hi, Shioma.
Hi, Lauren.
How are you?
How are you today? I'm fine. You?
Good, good, Jerry. I just see this nice smiley photo, so I picked you. Listen, dear, do
Thank
you
you.
work with numbers?
Sorry?
Do you work with numbers?
Okay. Not really. Even though the little time I do with number is when I'm counting the number of questions I have, but generally I don't deal with number.
Okay, and tell me, what is your favorite number?
My favorite number is 8. And I actually don't know why I choose this number. I mean, most things when I'm dealing with numbers, the positive ones tend to fall on the number 8. So I had to adopt it as my favorite number.
Okay, and tell me, do you memorize some numbers? And which numbers do you memorize?
Yeah, I can memorize number if I put my mind to it. At least my two accounts number, I have them to mind. My own phone number, my parents' phone number, my siblings' phone number, I memorize them. So I think I'm good with memorizing number.
Okay, and tell me a bit more about history in your culture. What history did you learn at school?
Sorry?
Tell me a bit more about the history you guys taught at school.
History I learned at school.
Yeah, what history did you guys learn from school? About
Okay.
what history?
All right. Well, the little I know is mostly from the colonization of my country. We were taught during primary and secondary school how the different came to Nigeria, colonized it, and how Christianity also came to Nigeria. These are the two main histories we were taught in.
Oh, wow, that's good. And then tell me, do you visit museums where you stay?
Yeah, I do visit museum, but it's been a while I actually went to a museum. Well, a few years ago, we went to a museum where we saw some old African artifacts being displayed. So, but recently, I've not visited any museum.
Okay. And tell me, do you think history is important for the future?
Definitely, of course, I think history is important. I mean, it's good to know where you are coming from. But it will help you to know where you are going to. And it's good we teach our children the roots of or the origin of their country and the world.
Thank you, dear. I think that's questions from me.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much, Lorinda. Yeah, thank you very much, Lorinda, for
Thank
asking
you.
the question to Shima. Thank you very much, Shima, for sharing your answer. Shima, it's your turn. You could choose someone else with your 8 questions.
Okay, sorry, who are those available? Zarin has answered.
Yes, here
Fakuli
is Cassandra, here is
and
Danny, and me. Oh, no, no, no. Here is Adil, here is Cassandra, Danny, and me. You can choose anyone.
Lauren. Hi, Danny.
Oh, hi, Shoma. Sorry, I didn't know you you
Hello,
referred to
Danny.
me. Hi, how are you? Can you hear me? Hello?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you.
Hi. Can you hear
Hi.
me? Okay. I will be ask. I'm asking your eighth question now.
Okay.
So let's start with history. When you were a child, did you enjoy learning history?
Actually, I don't really enjoy the history. When I was a child, and we had to study history from elementary school to senior high school. But during the period, I didn't see it is any useful ideas for me to memorize those history because I think we should look forward and we should move forward and just don't look back of the history. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's pointless. Yeah, I think it's meaningless about learning history.
All right. Have you ever watched movies related to history?
Yes, quite a lot. I like watching. Um, Let me think about history because recently there is a series in Taiwan. It refers to the Aboriginal people, their life in Taiwan about several hundred years ago, and that was quite impressive. So even though I just watched one or two episodes, but I found it quite amazing. Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you read a book about history?
That's a good question because I'm not quite into reading books. So the last time I remember read about the history related to my high school, I think, which is 5 years from now. So because we had an entrance exam in university, so we gotta study history to this exam.
Okay. Do you think history is important?
Yes, I think history is quite important because it acts like a mirror and it reflects about the scenes of our historian people or like our ancients before what they did. So I think the history was quite a necessity for people to reflect this thing and avoid doing that in the future. Yeah. Right. Okay.
All
Sorry.
right. I'm going to number. Are you good at memorizing numbers? Memorizing numbers.
Oh,
Are you good at memorizing
yeah.
numbers?
I think I am quite skilled with memorizing numbers. I can memorize list of numbers when even just I have a glance on it. So I think I'm quite good at numbers. So that's the reason why I choose to study the major something related to math in right now. Yes.
Okay. What is your favorite number?
I um, the first number comes to my mind is zero because we were born with zero, and we are going to pass away and leave nothing, which is also zero. So I think without zero, we have nothing, and we were started by zero. So that is my favorite number.
Okay. Would you like to have a job dealing with numbers?
Yeah. Okay. I think yes, because since I'm still a student right now, but I think in the future I'm going to be an engineer, the which have to calculate a lot of formulas or numbers. So yes, I mean I learned calculus and statistics when I was in my university. So maybe in the future I'm going to use those techniques as an engineer. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you often use numbers to do something?
Mm, yes, because as I have many courses relates to the numbers. So I have to do a lot of calculation and do a lot of arithmetics. Sometimes trigonometry as well. Yes, I think yeah.
Okay. All right, that is all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Shioma, for sharing your, for asking your question to Danny, and thank you very much, Danny, for sharing your answer with everyone. Danny, it's your turn. You can choose. You can select someone else with your 8 questions. We
Okay,
have
me.
Catherine Brown, we have Dell, and me. You can choose anyone.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll choose. I choose Mehdi first. Okay.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you eight
Me, right?
questions.
Me, right?
Sorry.
What did you say?
Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
You called my name?
is my voice very unclear
No,
or
no,
just
no. I'm
too
I'm
small?
just asking to you. Did you call my name?
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Go on.
All right. So I'm gonna ask you eight questions. And first, we're going to talk about numbers.
Hmm.
And do you often use numbers to do something?
I believe I'm not that kind of person who don't like to use number. Not often. Always I have to use number because if we're gonna use our mobile phone, then somehow might we have to call anywhere. And when I'm working regular basis, I have to use calculator. And but then I could say I'm not working in banking sector, but rather than any other sector, they could use a calculator to calculate their a lot of to solve their lot of calculations. So I believe it's quite simple with me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next. Are you good at numbers?
I think when I was a child, during that moment I was okay, but nowadays I believe when I became younger, I felt I'm losing my memory, so I'm not good at number right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next. What's your favorite number?
Oh, definitely, I would say one because it's easy to write. When I was kid, I was struggling to write down all the number, but it was very simple to write one. So I believe this is my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Good. So, are you good at memorizing numbers?
Yes, because regular basis we have to memorize a lot of numbers, especially phone number. I'm not okay with those, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. I think this is very simple to memorize.
Okay, cool. So, next we're going to talk about history. And the first
Mhm.
question is, when you were a child, did you enjoy learning history?
Oh my God, it was quite dangerous for me when I was kid. I was learning because of my family. They were creating pressure. After that, I didn't had any interest to read any history books. So I could say, like, not randomly. Often I read mine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next, have you ever been to a museum to learn about history?
I have been there more than a couple of times, but not learning about any history. I was there for visiting, and I watched a lot of things: the monument, the wall, the historical building, and a lot of painting was there. That was amazing. But to be honest, like I didn't learn anything about history.
Mm, yeah, same. So next, do you think history is important?
Yeah, of course, this is very much crucial because if we don't have any idea about our history, then what we present our future generation, or if we have any conference, any international theater, then what do we speak about our country? So this is very much crucial. I believe that everyone they should know about their history.
Okay. So the last question, have you ever watched movies related to history?
Mm, yes, I watched not a recent time. I could say more than 3 to 5 years back because we had a web story. Yeah, we have a web story related to our country. I was wondering all the historical movies, so it was really great that I was watching. and I could say there was a lot of things to learn about, all like in details about our country.
Okay. Yeah. So that's my questions. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much,
Yeah.
Danny, for asking your question to me. Now it's my turn. So let's check. We have four. We have how many members is here? We have okay. We have Cassandra. We have Dell. Okay, let's begin with Cassandra. Hi, Cassandra.
Hi.
Yeah, Cassandra. I have few questions about history and numbers. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, as I
Okay.
can.
Okay. Let's begin with history. Do you think history is important?
Yes, I think history help us to pass and live the ancient century and discover the way that the people lived. Sorry.
It's all right. Take your time if you want.
I said and help us to discover the way that the people lived by. So it's helpless. Yes, helpful. Sorry.
Okay, that's good. So next question again for you. When you were a child, you enjoy learning history.
Yes, also, I enjoyed so much learning history because when I was child, when I had taken history as a series, so I felt so happy to memorize and learn in this way.
Oh, that's cool. So next question again for you. Have you ever been to a museum to learn about history?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Okay. Have you ever been to a museum to learn about history?
yes, of course. I visited more than five museums.
Okay. hmm All right. So
It was
next
the
question again
same
from this.
reason.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Maida. We didn't hear you. Cassandra, can you hear me?
Yes, no, better.
Okay. 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 So I have another question. I have another question. When was the last time you read a book about history?
Um, the last month, sorry, in August, I read a book about uh, sorry, I can't.
History. History.
Yes, I
Okay. Might you get lost your idea. Anyways, it's okay. So let's begin with number. Are you okay with number? Is it okay?
hello.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay. So let's begin with number. I think that would be a great part for you. So I have a question again from number area. Would you like to have a job dealing with numbers?
no, I wouldn't like to have a job. I can't deal with it. Even my job depends number. I'm not good at memorizing number at all.
Uh, okay. So what is your favorite number?
It's eight. My daughter birthday.
Okay. Okay. So next question again for you. Do you often use number to do something?
Yes, like I said, in my job and also for teaching my daughter every day.
Okay. Thank you very much. So we don't have anything else. And thank you very much, Cassandra, for sharing your answer with everyone. Now it's your turn. You have to ask 8 questions to Dil. Here is Dil. I hope. Hi, Dil. We are so sorry. You are waiting for a long time. We are so sorry for that.
It's
Because we
okay.
have a rules
No
like
worries.
one by one. Like it's depend
Yeah,
with
I know.
everyone. We're gonna to select someone else. It depends with
It's
everyone. So thank you very much, Dale. Today is
It's
your first
okay.
seminar with us, right, Dale?
yes.
Okay, thank you. Where are
Hi
you
there.
from? Dale?
I am from the Philippines, and at this time it's already midnight here in our country.
Yeah, we heard about your country because we have a lot of members from your area.
Really.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends from your area. Anyways, could you please loudest? Could you please speak loudly because your voice is so down.
I'm
We are
sorry.
not able to hear
Can you
your
hear me
voice.
now clearly?
I think this is much better. Anyways,
Okay.
Cassandra, you can begin your topic with Dale.
Okay. Hi there. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How about you?
Fine. Oh. So let's begin. Do you
Sure.
often use numbers to do something?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yes. Do you often use numbers to do something?
Yeah, definitely. At my work, I always use numbers because I work in a fast food industry and we always monitor the sales performance of a daily monitoring. We do that every night. So, yes,
That's great. What is your favorite number?
I can say my favorite number is 8. I always use that. I don't know why, but it seems to me it's a lucky number for me.
Okay. So what about history? When you were a child, did you enjoy learning history?
To be honest, history is not really my cup of tea. So when I was a child, many months ago, I don't really enjoy about history at all.
And have you ever been to a museum to learn about history?
Yes, during my secondary level or during my high school days, we went to the museum for about 3 or 4 times already to learn about the history, different kinds of history actually.
And what about movies? Have you ever watched any movies related to history?
Yes, I've watched movies about, I mean, related to history about 2 years ago. It was a story about the generals that were being, ruled by the government before here in our country. So that was the movie that I watched related to the history.
And have you ever read a book about history?
Yeah, when I was in college, we were obliged to read a history book by our professors, but that was more or less 6 years ago.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Cassandra might you should ask 8 questions. You only speak about history. Cassandra, can you hear me?
Hello. No, no, no. Yes, I hear you. What?
Okay. Did you ask 8 questions? Might I think like it was an eight.
Okay. So,
Yeah, yeah. We should
Del,
ask
do you
eight
think
questions.
history is important?
What did you say?
Del,
Yeah,
Sorry.
go on, please.
do you think history is important?
Yes, definitely. As far as I'm concerned, in history we can learn how past events in society, the systems in the government, and the cultures, and also we were able to understand the people and societies how they behaved before. So for me, learning history is very important.
Um, are you good at memorizing numbers in histories?
To be honest, I'm not really good at memorizing numbers. I am just good at memorizing fixed formulas that we use at work so that it would be easier for me to always monitor the sales performance. But other than that, when it comes to trigonometry, geometry, other related numbers that are so hard to memorize, no, it's not my cup of tea.
Okay.
Cassandra, have you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Cassandra, for asking your question. As you said, you're done. Okay, thank you very much. Jill, thank you very much for sharing your answer with everyone. Today is your first seminar, and I hope one by one we'll share our next part. Thank you very much. With this answer and question, we have done our general area. Now we are moving forward with our discussion area. No, sorry.